Most people know that alcohol and pregnancy just don't mix, but what exactly are the risks? Recent research suggests that alcohol consumption during pregnancy may increase a risk of miscarriage, stillbirth, preterm delivery, and sudden infant death syndrome. It can also cause a range of physical and neurodevelopment problems in the child, including fetal alcohol spectrum disorders. I'd like to tell you about some of the complications, birth defects, and diseases caused by consuming alcohol during pregnancy. Prenatal exposure to alcohol is one of the leading preventable causes of birth defects and mental retardation. First, let's talk about the complications this poses on the pregnancy. Alcohol can not only cause a miscarriage in the first trimester of pregnancy, but even in the later months as well. During the first trimester, the egg is very susceptible to harm. The toxins in alcohol can affect the chromosomes in the egg. When chromosomes become faulty, it can cause the fetus to stop growing. Many times, the body will abort the egg, resulting in a miscarriage. Although miscarriage is more common in the first 10 weeks of pregnancy, it is still possible to suffer a miscarriage from alcohol consumption even as far along as the third trimester. According to Women's Knowledge and Attitudes Regarding Alcohol Consumption in Pregnancy, a national survey, mothers who consume 5 or more drinks per week during the pregnancy experience a 70% elevated risk of stillbirth compared to those who don't drink. Heavy alcohol consumption can lead to the death of the child's premature cells. The placenta has very little tolerance to alcohol. When a pregnant woman drinks alcohol, it mixes with the blood and then crosses the placenta through the bloodstream and reaches the baby's blood. This interferes with the proper development of the baby. According to Effects of Pregnancy, a nutritional status on alcohol metabolism by Dr. Kartik Shankar, the probability of preterm birth increases by 2.3 times in women who overconsume alcohol during pregnancy, but then later stop in later stages. This happens because discontinuance of drinking before the second trimester can spark off a metabolic or inflammatory reaction that can lead to preterm birth. As you can see, the consumption of alcohol can pose a serious threat to terminate pregnancy in the early stages. Now let's concentrate on the neural development problems that alcohol exposure causes to the fetus. According to the relationship between obstetrical outcomes and alcohol use in the year prior to pregnancy, written by Heather A. Flynn and Deborah Berman, it's estimated each year in the United States 1 in every 750 infants is born with a pattern of physical, developmental, and functional problems referred to fetal alcohol syndrome, while another 40,000 are born with fetal alcohol effects. Fetal alcohol syndrome is the leading cause of mental retardation in the United States. Newborns with FAS often have small brains, indicating poor brain growth while they are inside their mothers and typically are small for their age. It can cause a delay in speech, thinking, and movement. The majority of children who suffer this require extensive speech and cognitive therapies and often require medication as part of their daily treatment plan. Alcohol-related neurodevelopment disorder refers to various neurological-related abnormalities. These include problems with communication skills, memory, learning ability, and visual skills, intelligent and motor skills. Children with ARND can also show signs of or suffer from sleep disorders, attention and learning deficits, decreased responses, increased activity and visual focus, and altered motor skills. Studies show that alcohol consumption can be associated with a variety of cardiovascular diseases. Ventricular septal defect, also known as a hole in the heart, is a congenital defect that can be caused by a mother drinking during her pregnancy. The defect involves a hole in the heart forming between the heart's lower chambers, allowing oxygen-rich and oxygen-poor blood to mix. A baby with a larger ventricular septal defect may also have a bluish tint to the skin, more commonly noticed in the lips and fingernails. VSD is also sometimes not diagnosed until adulthood. Fortunately, ventricular septal defect is treatable. Some require surgery early in life to prevent complications such as damage to heart valves. According to CNN Health, if treated early, people with VSD can live a fairly normal life with few complications. Alcoholic cardiomyopathy is also a disorder in which drinking too much alcohol over a long period of time weakens the heart muscle so that it cannot pump blood efficiently. It is not only a disorder caused by drinking excessively at an older age, but also from being birthed to an alcoholic mother. In severe cases, the lack of blood flow affects all parts of the body, damaging many tissues and organs, and can eventually lead to heart failure. There are usually no symptoms until the disease is at an advanced stage. At that point, the symptoms occur due to heart failure and may include swelling of the ankles and feet, legs, irregular heartbeat, and shortness of breath. The effects of drinking during pregnancy are not temporary. They can cause a lifetime of physical and emotional pain, not to mention expense. Now let's take a look at the physical effects and characteristics this can have over a child during their life. Fetal alcohol syndrome can cause a number of facial defects in the child that are sometimes noticed at birth, while other times developed over the years. According to Prenatal Alcohol Exposure and Miscarriage, Stillbirth, Preterm Delivery, and Sudden Infant Death Syndrome, written by Beth A. Bailey and Robert Sokol, about 85% of children with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder have a characteristic facial features such as wide-set eyes, as shown here, a thin upper lip, flat nasal philtrum, small head size called microcephaly. The degree of facial involvement does not correlate with the degree of brain dysfunction for the child, making the hidden effects of alcohol exposure most damaging to the child long term. Children suffering from FAS can also have severe height and weight deficiencies. Because the child is born with FAS, it can stunt their growth and make it difficult for them to reach an optimum weight. They often look thin and unhealthy due to the defect. A study by researchers at the National Institute of Environmental Health and Sciences, part of the National Institutes of Health, shows that pregnant women who binge drink early in their pregnancy increase the likelihood of that of their babies will be born with oral defects as well. The cause of clefts are largely unknown, but both genetic predisposition and environmental factors are believed to play a role in the development. A cleft palate is usually corrected by surgical intervention when the child is as young as 9 months to 1 year old. It is important to correct before it causes impediments with speech and feeding. Sometimes the child requires rhinoplasty to correct the tip of the nose as well. Cleft palate repairs can require multiple procedures to correct and are extremely expensive. Knowing the risks associated with alcohol consumption during pregnancy is absolutely vital not only to the child's health, but the mother's as well. You should now understand why methods such as education and behavior modification can be imperative when deciding if you want to take that one drink. My purpose here today was to share with you the complications and long-term effects that drinking can have on pregnancy and childbirth. In addition to neurodevelopment disorders, fetal alcohol syndrome, and physical defects, many other adverse pregnancy and birth outcomes have been linked to prenatal alcohol exposure. Clearly, alcohol consumption during pregnancy has a wide range of effects. Though some experts think that moderate drinking during pregnancy is okay, others believe that taking one drink is like playing Russian roulette with your child's life. One thing is clear: if you are pregnant and you're going to take a drink, a beer, a cocktail, or even a glass of wine, your unborn child is taking that same drink. Whatever you eat or drink during pregnancy passes right through your bloodstream and into theirs. None of the above paint a pretty picture for your child's life, but they aren't intended to. These effects are not temporary, and they can cause a lifetime of pain, suffering, and expensive medical treatment. Do not take a chance with your baby's future. The risks are 100% preventable. Just ask yourself one question: is it worth it?
That causes cleft palate?